At the time, I'd been on the job 16 years. I'd been a detective for 14 years. When I heard the most inhumane outcry coming from the lieutenant's office in the robbery unit. And when I opened the door and entered the office, I saw a male black subject sitting on the floor. His right hand was handcuffed to a sizzling, smoking hot radiator. Standing over him was Jon Burge, the person I now know to be Detective Jon Burge.
Burge, B-U-R-G-E.
You know who he was. He was the police commander on the South Side who was responsible for torturing and beating confessions out of more than 100 African-American men.
We received some anonymous letters from a detective who worked with Jon Burge. And in those letters, he informed us that this was a much larger conspiracy by Burge and men under his command to torture suspects, black suspects here in the city of Chicago.
I think what was surprising was the kind of abandon that I was told that Burge and his cohorts used.
It's almost like charging up a battery. You got a negative and a positive. They hooked it up.
And you crank the generator until you get enough voltage to send the shock into the person's body.
Dozens of allegations, including things like electrocution, electroshock, baggings, suffocation with plastic bags.
What the other one did was went and got a plastic typewriter cover and put it over my head and smothered me while the other one hit me until I passed out.
The United Nations Committee on Torture has now brought Chicago into the mix with regard to Guantanamo Bay, with regard to Iraq and other atrocities of torture that Chicago is mentioned, and the failure to prosecute has been recently mentioned by the United Nations Committee Against Torture.
The most powerful individuals here in the city of Chicago and the county of Cook chose to rely on his torture confessions to get convictions in various criminal cases.
Truth crushed to the earth will rise again.
You taking the Fifth Amendment on that, sir?
Yes.
You taking the Fifth?
Yes. Fifth Amendment, Counselor.
You take the Fifth Amendment?
Yes.
You refuse to answer based on the Fifth Amendment?
Yes.